Grandest of days, grandest of days. Just wanted to check in and let you guys know I'll be doing a second part with James Rozelle. Make sure you guys are tuned in this evening. We're going over King David. It's going to be a lot of information that may be very revealing and informative. Real quick, I was thinking about a couple of things. Y'all know I've been like trying to figure out what's going on with them disturbing the whole so-called conscious community. We'll call it the unconscious community at the moment. There hasn't been a lot of teaching and learning. There has been on some platforms still sharing and building, trying to make sure that others are growing and reaching higher peaks. But there's a lot still going on, and it's kind of saddening to me that people are going through these things. Young Pharaoh, and not to talk about people, but he's been having a lot of mental things going on. I'm hoping that people are not really judging him. I did speak on some of the things before because there's just a lot going on. We're easy to judge people not knowing the situation. I know that young man's going through a lot. They took his whole page from him. He's been making all this money for all these years. It's blown his ego up, and now at this point, everything's going to a disrupt. They took his pay, so now his income is diminishing. His girlfriend and children, he's going through those mental issues. Gretchen, grand day, sis. You up early? What's up, babe? Doing you some sun gazing or relaxing? Yes, getting your day started. Either way, babe, have the best of days. Most powerful energy to you, sis. So yeah, sis, I was talking to myself earlier, so I decided to go live for a few minutes. Just thinking about selfishness and self-care and being selfless and then being selfish and like considering when is the time to be grandma. What's up, babe? Greatest of days to you too, boo. Yes, good love, good energy. Jay Free, peace and blessings, brother. Yes, y'all up early with me. Yes, taking this good breath, breathing some good life. What? Everybody ain't doing this. Yes, we are great this morning just doing this and being able to reach out to each other. Yes, yes, yes. We are in the same circumference. Yes. Uplifted. Just seeing you guys in here this morning even brought me more joy. Yeah, see, these are the things I want to talk about, just being selfish and selfless and self-conscious, these things of self. Sometimes we think about when a person's being selfish, it's very inconsiderate to others. The true definition, obviously, of selfish is when you're not considering the wishes and thoughts of others, when you're only considering your your gravitation, the things that are going on. Hey, there go my babe. Hey, Dee Dee. What's up, sweetheart? Yeah, so, thinking about these things, we have to think about, is it a time to be selfish? Is it a time to be selfless? Is there an appointed time for these things? Do we know the proper place, when putting these things in their perspective? I hear a lot of people sometimes talking about things that are like, oh, I speak my mind, this and that, da 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 da. I do too. The only time I speak my truly mind and being selfish is when I'm upset, when I'm in my emotions, when I'm not controlling myself. These are the times that I'm being a little selfish. I'm not considering other people's feelings or any of that. I feel offensive. Say someone said something, I feel like, oh, they upset me. They hurt my feelings. They said this to me, or this gives me a leeway or a reason to go ahead and retaliate or to snap back. That's not always the case. Sometimes we have to be a little selfless. In consideration of others. Being selfless would be the opposite of selfish, right? Thinking about um, the thoughts and the wishes of others. How strong or how considerate is it of a person when they can consider another person's thoughts, wishes, or feelings when the person is actually offending them? I think that takes a real powerful person, right? It takes a lot of energy to be able to harness energy and manifest it into a way that may even be beneficial. Let's take an example, someone coming at you and they're snapping, they're going through, they're distressed out, and we don't know what's going on in a person's day-to-day life, right? we're going through our own thing. So to be able to take time sometimes to consider the next person's life, it may seem pretty hard, something hard to tackle and take care of. But in consideration of that, maybe that is a time appropriately to be a little selfless. I'm trying to find ways to do that myself because I have a head injury. It's caused me sometimes to not be able to control my emotions at times. I get anxiety, I get PTSD. I'm not claiming these things, but what I do want to do is make sure that I put more attention and energy towards being a little more selfless when people are offending me. Maybe if I can have the inner strength to contain myself, allow them to have that explosion or that burst of energy that they need to expel, possibly because of something that's building up inside of them that I'm not aware of. And if I can have the strength to restrain and obtain the confidence in myself to know that I've done nothing wrong and let that person vent and not retaliate, it may be a little selfless, right? Blue, what's going on, bro? Peace and blessings to you, brother. So yeah, when it comes to that, right? Thinking about that, I'll be like, well, maybe um if I can sit, maintain that energy that's building up because I'm letting my emotions take control of me, not maintaining the control of the environment and what's going on at the time, harnessing that energy possibly to turn it into something better, right? Use for something great, right? Let's say this person's doing something and they're really hurting my feelings. They're causing me to be offended. They're doing these things that I feel it's on them. There are things that are coming out in that person that maybe even inside of me. So taking a view from the outside, looking at, oh, they're going through something. Oh, they're stressed. Their life may have some type of issue right now. They may be going through certain things right now. Let me not take this energy and continue to build on the negativity and just bounce it back and forth between each other so that it grows and harnesses something that is just disruptive. Maybe I can take that energy and say, you know what I'm gonna do is just let them vent for a minute. Maybe they'll come to their senses, or I might even come back and say something positive. Just throw them totally off track. Imagine somebody like cursing you out, saying something rude, nasty, or whatever, and you say, mm, I can understand that you feel like that, and I accept that. I accept your feelings, Imagine telling the person that, like, I just accept your feelings, no matter if they're bad, good, whatever. You have to accept them, right? Because you don't even have a choice. Either way it goes, you got to accept their feelings. It's what you do with them. It's what's important. So if they're, coming at you in that type of way and you come back positively and let them know you hear them, you feel them. Sometimes a person just needs a voice. They just need to vent. They're feeling so much built up inside. They don't know how to harness it, take control of it, or do anything with it. So they have to expel it. So if you're the person that's strong enough to take that in and do something great with it, then let's do that. Sis, hi Ruth says, great day, my love. So yeah, if you sit and you do these particular things, right? Um, what it'll do is it'll allow you to create a positive energy. So when I tell a person, hey, you know what? I accept that. I receive that energy. I hear you. I understand that you feel that way. That doesn't mean that you agree with them. You're just accepting the other person's feelings. And it doesn't mean that you have to go off on them, or get upset. Let your emotions control you where you're completely, bursting with this same energy, and then it's just becoming a big ball of nothing. So yeah, taking things in, being able to control them, and being able to um, Blue and Sis up here. Let me see if they want to join me. I'm just talking. Y'all know I just got up here to chat real quick. I didn't think too many people would even be up, and y'all greeted me with some love and sweetness this morning. Felt so great. My sisters came in like, "What's up?" Gretchen was the first one, like, "Boop boop." Grandma came in like, "Great light, great light." Then the brother Jay Free, you know what I'm saying, came through. Then my girl Dee Dee popped up. I'm like, "What's up?" Everybody's up this morning. That felt great. I know we all in good energy. Great light, great love, great energy. Grand risings to a beautiful, beautiful day. Just taking in some fresh air right now, enjoying a nice cool morning. It's usually burning up here in Texas this time of morning. It's just a nice breeze, and yeah, I just feel really good. I usually do all the time. I don't care what's going on. I'm still gonna feel good. I will not let nothing deter me or disturb me. Like I said, I've let other people and their emotions reach me, and I've gotten uncontrolled by that, not blaming them, blaming myself, taking all accountability, of course. So when doing that, I just got to control that. Rashad, great day, Rashawn. Great day, brother. Peace, love, and blessings. Of course, you already know. So yeah, when we're going through these things, y'all, let's try to be more considerate of others, even when we're being compromised a bit. A lot of times when you have a strength, you can take that and, you can rebuild it. Other people can't. A lot of people are weak. You have to think about that. When people are coming at you, they're having issues, concerns, and doing all these things. They got something going on inside themselves. It's an inner thing. It's an inner unsettling that they're trying to create a balance with. They're trying to find a way to see what they can do to to adjust it, because they're just at an unleveled place. So when you're doing that, just like if you walk and then you're unbalanced, you're gonna try to catch yourself, you're gonna, you know what I'm saying? So they get thrown off. I don't or won't let that deter me and my spirit, and me feeling positive and being able to exert positive energies to others. Because what happens, somebody comes to you and they're giving you all this negative energy, and once you feed into it, what have you done? You gravitated on the unbalancing side of negativity. Once you start to gravitate on the unbalanced side of negativity, now you've harnessed some of that and you're holding on to it, so it's like literally a weight on your back. Now, when you run across someone else, someone that may need you to have time for them, that may need you to um, give them a little positive energy that they can balance themselves with, you won't have that to give. I like to be readily available. I am very thoughtful of other people's wishes, thoughts, feelings, so on and so forth. But it's just like a lot of times we don't get that same thing. It's not always reciprocal. So when things aren't reciprocal, we're always, maybe wondering, well, why aren't they doing this for me? Or why isn't this happening for me? Or why does a person treat me this way? So on and so forth. We can't wonder about why they're doing what they do, right? Because we don't control that. We can only control what we do. We can only control the way that we feel. And by maybe giving a wedge, what a wedge is? When you get put like just a little shift in something, holding it apart to where it is, or, changing it slightly, leaning it over, giving it that ledge, you might be able to um, bring that person up versus building the negative energy. Then you will be able to have yourself able to distribute some of the positive energy to the next person, because a lot of times, right, when you're a light, your job is to actually shine. So, Solomon, great day, sis. Great day, beautiful. Grand risings, grand risings. So when you have to be the light, right? So you have to be the light that shines. So if you're the light that shines and you let someone come in and they start to dim your light, or they start to take away from that light, your shine just, isn't as bright. So when someone else comes and they need a bit of your positive, energetic energy that can enlighten, uplift, and charge them, you don't even have it to give, because you've allowed it to be unbalanced in yourself. So how would you be able to help or assist the person? It might be mentally, spiritually, physically. You can even be drained and bombarded with the weight of heaviness in your physical body, where the molecules are not even functioning correctly. There's such a disarray of chaos, unsettling within the bones. Disrupting your cells, making everything be upheaval. So now there's no balance in the cells. So everything else is disrupted, because now the frame has become contorted with all types of whirlwinds of energy that should not be there. So I just think that it's important that we need to make sure we are doing things that are shining our light continuously, being selfless, less selfish. Um, the other thing came to my mind was when being selfless, does that take you into the mind of not seeing seeing yourself, seeing what's inside of you? When you're selfish, right? It takes you away from um, the light being, the inner being, the true self. It takes you into the physical self. When you're being selfish, most of the time it's because of something that's going on in the physical realm. You're compromised by things that you think are going to disrupt what's going on in your world, right? So at that time, you're more in a thought of the physical matter, the physical things, where you are, the places, things. These all are things that fall under that. So when you're in that area, it's kind of hard for you to um, coincide with yourself and seeing your real self because you are caught up in the elf waves, right? So you do not see the elf, that's self, right? Seeing the elf waves are certain frequencies of low vibrational energy, right? This is a frequency that's put off through all of the chem aspects. We're thinking about computers, the LED TV, the LED lighting, chemtrails, nanoparticles that are in the air and the water and the foods. um, when we think about all these things, when you're being selfish, you are being caught in seeing ELF, ELF waves. I want you guys to really look this up when I be talking. I'm telling you these things so you can see how it actually affects your life. A lot of times, you hear people talking. It's like, oh, that sounds nice. I hear that. It makes sense, blah, blah, blah. But you don't really get the understanding. It's good to have an understanding of what a person is talking about because you're understanding within their thoughts and their premise and their beliefs and the way that they feel, the way that they're viewing, the way that they're seeing things, right? So we have to make sure that we are not caught in the understanding of others, but we are caught on or catching ourselves up in the understanding of ourselves. So someone gives some information to you, research it. That's like anything, anybody. Like this is why so much problems right now in these so-called conscious communities. People have so much low self-esteem a lot of times that they're following these people just because what they're saying sounds good, because what they're saying sounds like, oh, they're big in the conscious community. Oh, they're talking this and they're saying that and this sounds good, blah, 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 just because of what it sounds like. And instead of them really having an understanding of it themselves, they're following other people's teachings. And this person's teaching me this. I hear this, oh, this brother, oh, yeah, he's the GOAT, he's this, and he's the top leader. He could teach this, all this stuff. Come on now. Nobody's the top of anything. If they were all a guru, shoot, we'd have this whole life figured out. They'd been and wrote a book to tell us what to do, the instructions from the start and the beginning, right? But that ain't happening. Shit, I ain't seen it yet. Um, so, we can't really believe and listen to everything every leader says, supposedly, right? Because they can lead you into destruction, lead you into confusion of their understanding. So, yeah. So as I said, like the seeing elf, when you're seeing elf, that's the elf waves, that frequency of low vibration. When you're in that particular realm, this is how you are caught up in the selfishness. It's the wave formatting. You guys hear me talk about it all the time. I don't have to even get into it. So the wave formatting, right? That wave formatting um, is a particular frequency that taps into the mental when it comes to your brain and it absorbing that information to process your reality or your simulated thought pattern. The elf waves actually have a strong bearing on that. So when we're into self, we are seeing elf waves a lot of times. And what we should be doing is being less so that we are seeing L form within ourselves, seeing the rise of the perfect energy, seeing the rise of L, the God energy within yourself. That way you're operating on the spirit realm, on a spirit nature, and then you are not caught up in that. You're able to succumb these things and suppress them by standing overstanding these particular energies and being powerful in yourself, right? So, just thinking like that, I think it's important for us to make sure we are focusing. It's a focus. We get up, we're going through our day to day, and we're not focusing on certain things because we're thinking like, oh, this thing is this, and this is my day to day life, and I usually do this on this day, and this on that day. But maybe we should wake up with a thought of maintaining a balance in our mind and making sure that I am thinking in my spirit today. I'm rising with the thought of the inner self. I am not letting the physical components of this world compromise me and uh, continue to make or form or materialize the life that I don't want, but it's forming one that will actually take me away from myself and the learning and everything, you know. Let me get to the chat real quick. Gretchen, basically don't be woke on one topic and not woke on other topics. That's right. Says you got to spread it around. You got to make sure that you're pulling in and being receptive to all type of knowledge. And that doesn't mean that you just pulling in and you receive it all. You take it in if it resonates with you. This is another thing. Being consistent with being centered in self, you're able to discern these things a lot better. You're able to see and know the things that you should even pay attention to or what doesn't fit you, right? And let's see, Gretchen says, or sleep on other topics. Then when somebody tried to tell you what they know, it what they saw, now we're crazy. We wasn't crazy yesterday, right? Facts, sis. Facts, facts, facts. So yes. At least, sis, at least research it. Right. Research it. At least research it. Check it out. That's why I take my time. Sometimes people are like, oh, Sister Soul be going so long. Oh, she talks so much, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, wow. I think I'd be considered. I'll sit sometimes an hour or two, don't say a word. Then when I say something, I'm talking too long. But, that's neither here nor there. That's the selfishness in others. And I don't get upset about that a lot of times. I just ignore it because I already know it's just the selfish thinking. They just feel like, oh, she's talking so much. She's going da 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 da. Why do you feel like that? You only feel like that because you're wanting to speak. You're wanting to say something. You're wanting to cut me off. You wanting to talk over me. What you think I'm saying is irrelevant because you know it all and you're the one to teach the nation and, these type of things. People have in their mind when it comes to their ego. So it's so hilarious and funny to me. I usually or generally don't even try to speak or say anything unless I feel like it's information someone may need to hear or could hear or should hear. Maybe it's something that I want someone to hear and for them to check out and research and get some information on because these are the things that allow us to become stronger in ourselves by having true understanding, by growing, by knowing, by learning from the inside and not from what others have taught us. This is why people fall under these leaders because they're so weak in themselves they cannot find any type of balance. So they're searching and they're seeking and they're looking for answers. They're just hearing everything. They'll go to this place, that place. When I came in the community, I was trying to see what was going on and where everybody's minds and thoughts were and who could I connect to? Who did I resonate with? Who had a light that was shining? And then I gravitated to it because of the electromagnetism in it. It had something of levity and weight that created a certain feeling within my spirit that I know I resonate with. And sure enough, all of the people that I've connected with have been of great light. Some people have their little weird things or what have you, but who am I to judge? I don't know what they're going through, their mindset, what they've been through, where they're grown from. I try to take myself away from, caring about reacting to people and things. Like I said, that's just something I'm working on, not letting that negative energy come and continue to bounce off me and I let it grow and fester it into something that's just horrendous, right? Shit. I don't need that around me, period. I want joy, peace, and happiness. Joy, but no pain. Yeah. So, what I'm going to do is make sure I'm centering myself in everything that I need to be doing to elevate myself, elevate the people in my circumference, and what I can do to make them feel as light as possible, sharing what I have, you know. So I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, that was on my mind, guys. So you already know I just wanted to pop in real quick, sharing some love, light, and energy. Everything that I have, I am offering to you, and I'm giving you right now. Let's meditate on some good energy. Right now, I'm going to take about a minute or so, do a little, meditating and a little thoughtful insight, and hopefully you guys can feel that energy. Just thinking right now, I am relaxing. I am taking my voice to balance out myself. If you want to, you guys could join me for the next few seconds and just relaxing. And let's take a couple of deep breaths. When meditating, it is most prominent to inhale, taking in that air, that fresh air, about 5 seconds, very slowly. You should feel the muscles in your stomach actually protrude because now you're pulling in that air. And when you're breathing out, right, you'll do the same thing. We'll take 5 seconds on a slow peak, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but very slow. And at this time, what you're doing is expelling toxins from your body. You're actually removing them. When you pull in the ions from the air, taking in the fresh air and oxidation, it goes through your system. And when you exhale, it actually releases certain toxins. So we're going to do that for like 30 seconds. Let's start right now. We're going to take a deep breath, right? This is a proper meditation if you're not familiar with it. Um, Once we take the deep breath, you're going to count because I'll have to be quiet because I'm actually going to do it. So I've given you the instruction. You can follow with me. And, when I say let's go, we'll just start together because I want us all to breathe in the same air at the same time. And we're expelling any type of negative, disgusting energy that may try to come into our world today, that may be festering and manifesting in the pit of our bellies so that it tries to pull in some energy from somewhere else. And we're not going to take that on today, right? So let's do that. We're going to do 2 deep breaths. We're going to take in a deep breath in 5 seconds and exhale over the 5 seconds as well. Make sure you're taking your time. You're not releasing all of the air at the same time. You're giving the time for that air to pull the toxins out and expel. So let's do that. We're going to do it twice. Count from 5 to 1, 1 to 5. Then we're going to repeat it and we're going to start right now. That felt so good. It felt great. If you did it properly, you'll literally feel the release of the toxins from your body. Your body will become lighter. You'll feel a little density releasing and you'll feel relaxation. So we're going to do it again. Let's go. Wow, it literally took me like 7 seconds to expel that second breath. I took in a lot of air the second time, but yeah, this is a proper meditation and breathing technique. If you're doing it properly, as I said, you should actually have felt a lightness in your head from the expulsion of toxins. If anybody actually participated with me, I just want to see, and you felt that, put a one in the chat. If you felt any difference in your body, if you felt alleviation, if you felt like any type of tenseness that was in your body prior, and then you didn't, it's like, oh wow, something just loosened up. Any of that, put a one in the chat. If not, that's fine. You guys may not have done it. Probably like, what is this whole time about? That's kind of weird. But yeah, this is a proper way to detox the body of toxins by breathing exercises. I would say take about 20 breaths. do stretches in the morning. I actually do stretches first. I stretch and then I do my breathing exercise with meditation. That way, it allows me to remove anything that is negative within me. Yes, I know DDC. I know somebody did it with me. I know my boo is gonna have my back. So yeah, it definitely works. It's definitely beneficial. You can have the children do it. A lot of times when kids are running around, it's like, oh, these kids acting crazy. I can't get them under control. Da. I hear a lot of parents talk about the kids being unruly or wild and, the terrible twos, all this stuff. Even at 1 and 2 years old, right? You can have them meditate. My grandson does it when he gets upset, like the twins be getting on his nerves, the 8-year-old. Man, he go in his room. He's like, I'm gonna meditate. He'll go in this little room, sit on his bed, listen. He come back out. He just doing his own thing. I mean, it literally works. You when doing this, learning these certain things that are so beneficial to us, it is just prominent in helping us to sustain balance on a day-to-day basis. Charlemagne did it as well. Yes, sis. So, doing this 2 or 3 times a day, making it habitual and forming a habit of this, you'll be surprised to see how you can maintain a balance and a perfect energy. When I'm not doing this, I actually do have a lot of stress and aggravation. Not a lot, I'm not going to say that lie, but I do have stress and added aggravation to myself just because of that. It's kind of crazy, but yeah. Um, I love you guys. I'm going to talk more about this topic. I had some other things on my mind, but with me rambling, y'all know how I do. I'm just going all over the place in my thoughts. So, at this time, yeah, I'll definitely want to talk about this more. I had some other things in my mind earlier. I probably should have wrote them down. Maybe I'll take time with my next meditation and, try to retrieve some thoughts and get things going. And we'll definitely do a part 2 on the selfish thing. We'll go more in detail and some of the things that I actually had in mind to talk about now, but I can't think of right now. Just some things that were randomly going through my mind, and yeah. Yes, babe. Do it every day, sweetheart. When you wake up, right? This is the thing. If you start your day off with a nice meditation, you will be surprised how smoothly everything goes. People won't be able to irritate you as much. You'll feel better. Your body feels better. You have a lot more energy. You release certain toxins and things that may have been settling in your body overnight. And then, just taking the time to do that is so beneficial. So yeah, let's start getting in the practice of doing these things, guys. I'm going to talk about this the next health video I do. I have my live. Make sure you guys are tuning in. Make sure you check out themainradio.com, guys. Go to the main. Yeah, let me put my banner up real quick. Go to the main radio tonight at 6 Central Standard Time. Support me on my platform. When you go on the radio platform, actually, they calculate our airwaves. YouTube is fine, but if you're here, that's fine as well. But just so that you guys are helping to support me and my particular platform on my show. Make sure you're tuning in to themainradio.com. Even if you want to come to StreamYard so you could join in the chat, what have you, you can stream in and you can join in and then you can still get on YouTube. Just have it playing on your computer or desktop or something like that. If you can, I'd appreciate it. But yeah, other than that, guys, that's kind of all I had. Do I want to let you guys know? I'm looking at it right now. Coming up, y'all see it. Y'all see it. Yeah. So I've already done my stretches. I've done my meditation. When I get off here with you guys, since the sun is coming up, I'm actually about to do a little sun gazing, do a little more stretching. What this is going to do, if you guys have some sun right now, if you have time, maybe even 5 minutes, go out, do a little sun gazing, right? Do a little bit of sun gazing, do your meditation, the same breathing exercise I just told you. What you're going to do is you're gonna hold. I'm gonna show you guys how to do this the next time. A proper way to stand when centering yourself. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna hold your hands together. And when you hold your hands together in a cupping motion toward that sun, right? That way you're having the palm of your hand absorb everything, and at the same time you are balancing yourself and cleansing yourself of and detoxing yourself of the right ions that need to be penetrated through your body, and it'll remove the negative toxins and ions, the negative ions, so on and so forth. But yeah, I'm about to enjoy some of this sun, guys. I love you guys. Um, Let me know. I send it out via email. Oh, okay, sis. What you talking about, sis? Which link, boo? Let me know so I can make sure I let you know another good time to inhale and exhale is when you're using the bathroom. Yes, you're right, babe. Give the oxygen a better flow to your system. But if you're eating right and you're taking care of yourself and your body, babe, I'm gonna be honest. There's no problem with using the bathroom. You know, it's like zip zip in and out. So you got to make sure you guys are eating right so your body is cleansed, so on and so forth. Oh, the link. Yes, baby. I'm sorry. Thanks, sweet. I'm like, what's this talking about? I was so lost. You know me. I'm all over. I forgot about that already. Okay, yeah. So, guys, this is it. Themainradio.com. So yeah, that's the link, guys. Just go right there. And then, definitely you guys, you already know I want y'all to come in here because I love my chat. I be loving y'all when y'all over here with me. Y'all make me feel so good, so supported. Y'all make me feel so loved. I just love it. And I know the ones that come in here and support me all the time really have a genuine love for me like I do for you guys. So it is so received and welcome and feeling so like just awesome when when you're getting that love. So yeah. So make sure, guys. Moon Faye, great day, babe. Yeah, great day to you, sweetheart. We've been talking about being selfless, caring about others over ourselves. Y'all know what I'm gonna say before we get out of here. Make sure you're doing something awesome and wonderful. This sun is like literally right at my eye level, guys. I got to get out of here because this is a perfect time for me right now. But make sure you're doing something good for somebody, loving them, sharing the light, energy, being positive with anything that you have, sharing, loving, and giving everything that you can, right? Um, and that's it. Yes, sis. I want y'all to still come to YouTube. You don't have to go to the main radio. Now, I have a following on the radio platform. I've had my show for about 2 years now, but I'd like for you guys to support me over there if you can. If you can, then you can like put it on another device or something, and then come on over to my chat because I'll be needing y'all to support me over here as well. If you could do that, that'd be awesome. But if not, make sure y'all in my chat. I'll be needing my people over here too. I'm just saying, just to support the channel, you could do that. But make sure y'all here with your girl. That's what you do. All right, peace and love. Yes, Gretchen, Solomon, Dee Dee, all my girls in here this morning. I appreciate you guys so much. Sis, Cosmo Young. Yes, that's my boo. What's up, babe? Make sure you having you an awesome day today. Call me today, sis, about the thing you was talking about yesterday. I wanted to ask you about that. I wanted to reach out and got busy and forgot. So please call me if you don't hear from me. All my brothers that came out this morning. I know it's Rashawn, Jay Free. I appreciate you guys so much. My brother Blue, peace and love, blessings, and everything to you guys. I hope that you have an awesome day, a wonderful day, a light-filled day, or energetic day, moving with all types of energy. Anything that's in your way, you are just like bursting through it and pushing it out the way, just slam dunking it like, come on, get out of here. We ain't trying to have none of that. So that's what we doing with our day to day, y'all. We gonna be enjoying everything that we can, and yeah, that's what we gonna do. Make sure y'all tuning in this evening, 6 Central Standard Time. I'm gonna have James on. Oh my gosh, James did an awesome build. If you guys didn't get to see it last week on the show for the main radio last Wednesday, he did some information that was just outstanding. And today we're going to be talking about King David. And there's a lot of thoughts I have on this. I talk about certain things all the time, but this is some factual information he has to confirm it. You guys know I love confirmation. I love when somebody can come bring some information to me, and it's like, wow, this is crazy. This is, just more of a confirmation of what I've been talking about, what I've been saying, so on and so forth. It's just real crazy that that happens a lot. So, oh yeah, the main radio. I don't know if I put it in there, but I'm gonna put it one more time. So yeah, tune into the main radio. I'm gonna highlight it real quick. All right. All right, guys. So yeah. All right, guys. So make sure you guys are tuning in to the main radio. And if you are here, yes, we love James. He is the truth, right, sis? That's my boy. He be giving it up. He don't play no games. He's done the research. He don't just do the research. He go to the physical place and do everything he needs to do. So yeah. Make sure y'all tune in. James is a star. He is a star player. Yes. Yes, baby. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing that energy and love with me this morning. You guys gave me even more energetic love and power and strength. I receive all that. I accept it. I pull it in. I am so receptive of it. I am so appreciative of it. And all of yes, he is so overlooked, sis. That's why I'm spotlighting him. I'm making sure he getting out there. I'm making sure I have him on my platform because that brother is so informative. He puts a lot of light on stuff. So yeah, we're gonna make sure we keep him in the light, sis. Ain't no more of that. Ain't no overlooking the ones that's doing the work. Overlooking the ones that's really doing the real work, not just talking about, not just playing, not just trying to, get a name or nothing. This boy wants people to know this man wants people to know the truth, and that's what we about. So yeah, we sticking with it. All right, guys, connect. Yes, connecting all the dots. Says he be confirming confirmation. He read one thing, confirmation. He tell me something, confirmation. I be like, dang, bro, you on point. You on point. Yes, James is bomb. He is bomb, Mr. James Rozelle. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to James. I don't know. He does videos here and there. It's not a lot, but he definitely does videos sometimes, and it allows him to share when he has a little bit of time. So make sure y'all subscribe so y'all not missing nothing. Because whenever something come up, the bro, he'll just go in on it or whatever. Yes, James is the truth, the truth, the truth. All right, guys. I love you guys so much. Y'all already know. Get out there, do something good. Give some light, love, energy, bottle of water. Shoot, if you got some leftover food, make a couple of little paper plates, pass them out to some homeless people, whatever you got. Do it. Yes, that's tonight, boo. Tonight at 6 o'clock Central Standard Time. Make sure that y'all there. Make sure you guys are with me. I love you guys. I'm out. Let me get my little sun. It's actually leaving my eye level about now. A little bit is rising. So let me get the sun in, guys. I love you. Have an awesome day. Be blessed. And yeah, we're out. Peace and love. Kisses and all that.